All right, guys, I know we're always talking about the best sets and the best things and the best...
Huh?
You get what I'm saying? Today, I want to talk to you about how not to spend your money. All right, guys, before we get started, stick around to the end of the episode because I have something for you guys. So stick around to the end. All right, third worst set right now in Sword and Shield on paper is Vivid Voltage. All right, so Vivid Voltage, guys, has one card over $20. It does come in at $131, and that is, of course, the Chunkachu, right? We all know about this card. It is a beautiful card. It is extremely hard to hit, and we will see the sales data here. It has been plummeting a bit, especially just recently. I mean, you can pick up a PSA 10 for about $343. Now, given how difficult it is to hit this card, that might be a bargain. So $343 last sold on eBay for a PSA 10. eBay has this card raw at $131, and then TCG Player has it at $128. With how hard it is to hit this card and how much product you'll have to go through, this is definitely one of those sets where if you want this card, hey, do what you want with your money. You want to open 1,000 packs to get to it, and then hopefully it's perfect, by all means. That's part of the fun of it, to be honest, if you're that kind of sicko degenerate, kind of like me. But if you want to just go straight after this card and just go snipe it, go ahead and go buy it for yourself. $300 in a PSA 10 feels like a bargain. I like it long term. One thing I will say that I'm not crazy about is that there's over 3,000 of them, so the population is very large. So maybe there is room to come down a little bit. So maybe wait, maybe get it. I don't know. But I definitely do know that these started off way high. I mean, they reached a peak at about, what, 662? So it's definitely come down by half. Something to take into consideration. But if we look at this set overall, it is incredibly sparse. I mean, this set came out when there was major drought in product. It didn't matter what it was, people wanted to get their hands on it. I mean, I remember this Pikachu V selling for like 50 or 60 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. All these cards were way up. Now, we really see just how shallow the set is in general when it comes to, you know, just popularity, card art strength in general. So, something to take into consideration, you know, all of them can't be winners, and Vivid Voltage might not do the best long term. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, up next, guys, we have one of those sets that we really like, but it is coming in second worst, and that's going to be Shining Fates. Same kind of problem. One card over $20, and it is the Charizard VMAX. So that, I mean, that's a no-brainer, obviously. I remember this Suicune at one point was selling for like $50. I remember this Skyla right here, this Skyla, when this set first came out, and this was during the insane craze, whatever, like 2 years ago, this card was selling for $100. It was absolutely wild. About a year and a half to 2 years ago. Now PSA 10s for 50 bucks. That's freaking crazy. How the mighty have fallen. I still love this card. I personally think she's very thick in this card, and I don't hate it. Now, these three sets have something very much in common, which we will talk about with our last set. But I just have to say that, you know, it's sad to see Shining Fates in this type of shape. I think there will be a bounce back for Shining Fates. I will say that. A lot of the cards, I am so much more interested in Shining Fates than, let's say, than Vivid Voltage. So that is something to be said. And, you know, I think Shining Fates will have its day in the sun again, and we will talk about that during the last set. But, yeah, I mean, man, we chased this card for a long time. It's a freaking beautiful card. This is the same artwork that is in Champion's Path, along with, we're not going to name the set because it's our worst set, so we're not going to name it. All right, let's talk about the worst set right now in Sword and Shield. Oh, my gosh. All right, worst set right now in Sword and Shield. Get away from it. Throw it out the window. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Give it time. Give it time. We're looking at Darkness Ablaze. So, here we go, guys. This is the artwork that I was talking about. It is in Darkness Ablaze. It is in Shining Fates. And it is in Champion's Path. It's the same artwork. One's regular, one's shiny. And then the other one is rainbow, if I'm not mistaken. So, wow. Okay, some things that stick out to us right away. This is the best card in the set. One card in Darkness Ablaze over $20, and it is coming in at a whopping $35.79. It is the Charizard VMAX. There are over 10,000 copies of this card in a PSA 10. Good Lord. I cannot believe they even are holding a value at over $100. And that's obviously because it is Charizard. It almost has a grandfathered value with just because of the Pokemon itself. But man, 10,908 copies in a PSA 10. That is actually insane. I don't know if I've ever seen one, so that is insane. Maybe the Charizard from Champions Path, the promo card, has more in a PSA 10. We'll have to check that. But this card is the shining star in this set. When we go past this Charizard, what goes through my mind is what would have happened to these sets if they did not have this card. This set, the next best card would have been an Eternatus VMAX Hyper Rare for $10.25. What would that have meant for this set if it didn't have this one Charizard? I mean, this one Charizard keeps it from being the most dirtbaggiest dirtbag set. A lot of people, I'm sure, were thinking that I was going to say Battle Styles, Rebel Clash as the worst set. By far not the case. So something to go look back at. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future episode. But that's something that that's a talking point for later on, because everyone hates Rebel Clash. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here saying that I like Rebel Clash, but it's not the worst set in Sword and Shield as per, card value, singles, single prices, etc. So, okay. Now let's talk about one thing these three sets have in common. These three sets just recently had a reprint specifically for their ETBs. So if you remember, they had the Shining Fates reprint, then Vivid Voltage. You could find them everywhere in big box retailers. And then, of course, Darkness Ablaze. You can't give away the ETB. But that is a contributing factor to, I think, the single values and just the set values overall. It absolutely decimated them. Now, there's outliers like Evolving Skies where you can put them in Costco. Costco would usually mean, if they're doing a sampler deal in Costco, that spells devastation for the set. Quite the contrary. Evolving Skies has not only broken through that, that hurdle, but it's exceeded everyone's expectations. It's the glitch in the game. So that also it always falls back to card artwork. How many obviously these sets don't have any alternate arts, right? That's another thing to consider. So that hurts the value. Card strength, artwork, all of the above. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, these sets might be devastating for some people, but I will say, give it time. With time, if you buy at or around retail, you're going to be doing all right. Give it a couple years, and you won't be crying as hard as you are right now, because we all have it. I have a bunch of boxes of Darkness Ablaze, and I paid out of my ears for them because it was just a different time at the moment. So don't trip. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope today's episode was in some way helpful, useful, and insightful, maybe. I mean, who knows? But what I will say, you have a chance to win yourself a Shining Fates ETB, because we talked about Shining Fates, and I still believe, I believe in the set. I don't think it's going to be Hidden Fates, but I believe in the set. Comment down below, which is your favorite set out of these three? There's no wrong answer. Let me know, what's your favorite set? And that will enter you to win a Shining Fates ETB on us, on the house, and maybe it will ease your pain. That's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will see you on the next live or the next episode. Peace!
Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's time to hit the button already. Do it now. What do you think, I'm dancing for free here?